here, just waiting for it to say that we are good, and we are on. Hey guys, how you going? So BKR Sport. Manly, taking on Canberra in the final game of the round. This is going to be something that, look, I'm surprised that Manly are as heavy favourites as they are, considering the form that we've seen from the Canberra Raiders so far this season. And yeah, look, Zach Hosking is out, but they get Xavier Savage back, and I'm intrigued as to why Manly are as big a favourites as they are. I would have put this as $1.90 a piece, realistically. I would have said they're both really, really even. And I know this is at Brookvale on a Sunday afternoon, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Manly do get on, but they've also got no Tom Trbojevic, so which has brought the odds back in. It's brought the odds back in, which, yeah, look, for me, I don't know. I feel like the Raiders could be up for this one. Let's go through these two-team lineups because the game starts in 5 minutes' time. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's rip in. Let's rip in. Son, obviously, we just come off the back of that Eels versus Bulldogs game where Eels had every billion possible opportunity to win the game and they just couldn't. Dogs grind out a win. They'll be happy that they can grind out a win even when they don't look fantastic, so that is a good sign for them, but yeah, look, Eels 0-3. Disappointing considering that it was there for the taking, but they couldn't do it. But all right, Manly. They are in 11th position. Raiders are in 6th. They are currently undefeated. Yeah, the Raiders have won both their games so far this season. One against the Warriors in Vegas, and then the next one was the win against the Broncos, a very good win in Canberra. Now they travel to take on Manly, who have been 50-50 split. They won the first week against the Cowboys really well, but the Cowboys are now 0-3. And then they went and lost to the Warriors in New Zealand, who have been, kind of that middle ground team so far this season. So you're still kind of trying to figure out where Manly are at as a team. I don't think that they have really, and I'm pretty confident in them long term that they'll be. I think they're a top 4 team. I still think that they're in the 4th position. That's where I predict them pre-season. But obviously that can change the longer the season goes on to tell me that they're not as good as that. But right now, I'm still, the judgment is still out there. You're going to wait 5 to 7 rounds before you can really make a decision on where a team actually sits, and especially with the start Manly have had, it's 50-50 completely, whilst the Raiders are 2-0. This is a Four Pines Park in Sydney at the old Brookvale Oval. So the ins here for the Manly. Raymond Tuimaola Vega, Sia Silwa, Takiaho, and Tontaquola are in, with the outs being Dean Madison, Tofofo Sipley, and Tom Trbojevic. Huge out there for Tom. You go to the fullback, which is Lehigh Hopewade. He can still do a job. He shifts from the wing into the fullback position, with the wingers being Jason Saab and Clayton Faulaulo. You go to the centres of Tolotau Kuala and Ruben Garrick. The 5'8" is Luke Brooks, and the halfback, Daly Cherry Evans, he's also the captain. The front rowers are Taniela Paseka and Siasiwa Takiaho. The number 9, Jazz Tavanga. Back row of Hamoli Olukwatu, who I back in for a try today, and then Ben Trbojevic as well, and then Jake Trbojevic is the 13. You go to the interchange, Jake Simpkin, Corey Waddle, Ethan Bullimore, and Josh Aloye, with the 18th man replacement being Raymond Tuimaola Vega, and the coach is Anthony Seibold. Big loss there for Tom Trbojevic. Still a good enough team to win this game. There's a reason why they are favourites. I just didn't think that they would be as heavy favourites as they are, because Tom Trbojevic is such a big part of their team, and it does. He is, one of the guys that do really seriously create that creativity, the energy in this Manly team. So Cherry Evans is going to have to lead from the front today, like we know he can do. But yeah, big loss there for Tommy Trbojevic. Now you go to the Raiders. Xavier Savage is in. Zach Hosking is out. You go to the fullback, KO Weeks, wingers Savelio Tamale and Xavier Savage, the centers Matty Tomoko and Sebastian Chris. 5'8" is Ethan Strange, the halfback Jamal Fogarty, who is the captain. The props, front row forwards, Josh Papali'i and Corey Horsburgh. The number 9 is Tom Starling. Back row of Hudson Young and Matty Nicholson, who was great last week. And then Trey Mooney is the 13. Interchange, Morgan Smithies, Owen Paddy, Simi Sasangi and Ato Mariota, with the 18th man replacement being Albert Hopewade. And the coach is Sticky Ricky Stewart, who not many people are a fan of, but he backs in his team, and you got to give him credit for that. This Raiders team I predict them for 9th. A lot of people had them for last. I never saw them go down that far. They have been really good so far this season. I really liked them against the Warriors over in Vegas, but that's a bit of a throwaway game, and I liked them even better against the Broncos in Canberra last week. So I'm excited to see if the Raiders are going to be more of a consistent team this year and do put in the shift like we saw last week. I think they'll compete heavy in this game. I could see them win this game. I could see them get up for it. Do I want to tip Manly? You know what? I'm going to go the underdog here. I'm going to tip the Raiders. I feel like, sure, if they're not consistent and they kind of fall away, then they can fall away well and they can get beaten well. But I'm going to say that the Raiders are going to be up for this. I don't know. I've liked them the first 2 weeks, and Manly have still been inconsistent for mine. Could they bounce back? They need to bounce back. It's still early in the season, so if they don't bounce back, it's not going to hurt them too heavily. But I don't know. I like a bit of the Canberra Raiders action right now. I think that in this early part of the year, they are looking good. So we'll see. We'll see if Ricky can get it out of them again. And a packed out Brookvale Oval on a Sunday afternoon is always going to be a tough one for any team to go to. And we're up for it. All right, we're up for it. All right, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Both teams have come out onto the field, and we are ready to rock and roll. Cherry Evans on the screen right now. Gamers and Arctic, hello. Well, right, says picking the Raiders because turbo injury. It's not just because of the turbo injury that I'm tipping the Raiders. I probably would have tipped Manly, though, to be fair, if Trbojevic was playing. Jeez, I nearly knocked that all over. I probably would have still taken Manly with Tom Trbojevic because I do have them as high as they are in the season. And I did have the Raiders in ninth, but I would push the Raiders probably to about that 7-6 area based on the first two games. And I'd still keep Manly around that 4-6 area with the Dogs and the Broncos. So, obviously it's still early, so we can only go off what we've seen so far. And I just think that Canberra, and they've started off well here, Canberra, with a good hit, they've just shown a little bit of tenacity in this early couple of rounds. So we have started, and it is Manly ball coming off their own line, and Jason Saab will bring this ball to the 20. I could see like an Olakau'atu try today. I could see a Jason Saab try today as well. I think it might take a little bit to get into this game because Canberra are going to try and really show that ferocity in their defense early. But that's a great run from Taniela Paseka. Great run. Sax says, I hope the Raiders win. I'm just hoping for a good game, which I expect it to be. I do expect it to be a good game. Out of the left-hand side, and Manly making some good meters on this set. They're already into the attacking half. It's 4 tackling at the 45. Mitchell says, Luke Brooks and Josh Aloiai to go try for try. Gee whiz, there's the Tigers fan for you. So, fit tackle at the 40 for Manly and Jazz Tavunga. He gets it back to Daly Cherry Evans, who puts up a pretty normal kick there where it should be taken and it will be taken. That's a really nice take at the back by KO Weeks because there was a lot of pressure coming through from Clayton Falalo and Xavier Savage to the 15. Second tackle. Canberra. Well, who calls them Canberra? Does anyone actually call them Canberra? Callum Brooks says Titans beat the Knights last night was very needed. Mate, very needed. Especially, I was so sick, man. So if we had lost badly and I was as sick as I was, that would have been the worst day ever yesterday. But, yeah, Americans do, Jay. Americans do. But also, Americans call it Brisbane. Not Brisbane. Brisbane. And Melbourne. Melbourne, Canberra, Brisbane. So, their opinion isn't really... Like, we don't really get their names wrong, do we? Is there a city in America that we get... people say Arkansas and stuff, but there's a reason for that, because it's pronounced Arkansas, but Arkansas is how it's spelt. So, first tackle now for Manly. Now second at the 30. 2 minutes gone here. Perth would be normal. No one would get Adelaide, maybe? Maybe would they say... I've never heard in America. No one knows Adelaide. So maybe they'd say Adelaide. And penalty here to Manly. Penalty to Manly. And that's a good... another one for biting back at the referee. So it's going to be a 10-metre penalty. And Manly get in with an opportunity here. Manly will get the chance. Did they say that was a strip from Papali'i? He must have bit back at him. Because it was a 10-metre for descent. So, first attack for Manly of the game. Oh, I've got to refresh the... Oh, no, the score's actually done it already. CJ, I told you, mate. Come on, man. Get with the times. Get with the times. It's already done it automatically. So, first tackle here for Manly, the 22. Be worrying for Canberra if they concede immediately, though. Their defense has been fine to start the season. 6 again. So, first tackle for Manly, and they're going to be 15 away. They got no Tom Trbojevic floating out the back, but Cherry Evans and Luke Brooks can still get him over the line. First tackle, 10 out. Out to Luke Brooks. Luke Brooks to Ben Trbojevic. It'll be 4 metres away, second tackle. If you say Arkansas, you need to be sent to Christmas Island. Well, it is pronounced Arkansas, but, it does... Oh, Paseka close, 3 metres away, third tackle. With that being said, it is spelled Arkansas. 6 again here for Manly. Deary me. 6 again, 1 metre away. Jazz Tavunga goes for a little bit of a scoot. Can't do it, though. First tackle, 2 away. 2 away. But then again, it's like you would probably pronounce Olakau'atu! Oh, held up. Wow. Damn, that was close. Olakau'atu with a huge run. I told you, I think he scores today. It's like Kiribati, right? So Kiribati is spelt Kiribati, the country Kiribati, but it's pronounced Kiribati. So a lot of people don't actually know that. Second tackle. They give it off into Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans underneath to Jake Trbojevic. Geez, they've gotten close already. They've gotten close already. 5 out. Tavunga gets it to Luke Brooks. Luke Brooks will pass this ball across. And Fa'alalu, he's going over the... Oh, well done for him to not go over the sideline there. Nearly knocked it on. Caught the ball and was close going to the sideline, but he's fine. All right, Manly now on fit tackle, and they're 10 out. It started off strong this set, and then kind of has paid out a bit. Fit tackle here, 15 away. Don't give away another 6 again here, Canberra. You've done well so far. Off to Luke Brooks. Luke Brooks at the back, and that's going to be a knock-on, I think, from... There's a knock-on from Manly here anyway. It's either knock-on Raiders or Manly, but there's a knock-on from... Yeah, they're going to check this. I think Raiders knock it back and then Manly touch it, which would be... Oh, sorry, I think Manly touch it and then the Raiders touch it, which would mean it would be a knock-on against Manly. So knocked back So okay, here we go. So gets thrown back there. Touched by Canberra there and then touched Manly. So it's going to actually be a knock-on. Yeah. He doesn't regain possession. So it's going to be a knock-on here from Manly. I was right. I don't know why the referee thought that it was actually a that the ball was fine, but yeah, it will be a knock on here from Manly. So it's going to be a good call. Daniel Bates says, morning. The Americans say Worcestershire instead of Worcestershire here in the UK. We even say it differently. But then again, most people say like Leicester instead of Leicester. Is it Worcester? Is that how you pronounce it? Worcester instead of Worcestershire? All right, so Canberra ball here at their own 10. They were able to hold off a charging Manly team just then. Charging. You get lucky that there was a bit of a knock-on from Fa'alalu. And Jamal Fogarty will have the ball here at the 10. Yeah, I think it's Worcestershire. It's like Worcester sauce? Worcester... shit. That one even gets me, dude. That one even gets me. All right, Raiders now will get this ball to the 27 or so on second tackle. I will say, though, that was a dominant set there from Manly. They just couldn't get over the line, but it was a dominant set. Well, the third and fourth tackle wasn't fantastic, but outside of that, they were coming strong. Worcester sauce, yeah. New Orleans is one outsider say wrong. New Orleans? Did they say New Orleans or something? It's New Orleans, isn't it? Raiders out of the left. And it'll be Hudson Young on fit tackle at the 45 on their own side of the field. It's a bit of a grind here early. I say New Orleans. Is that the correct way to say it? Accents you guys may not get here too. Yeah, absolutely. In India, like I said before, my name is Bliize, but they usually hear P instead of the B. Penalty to Manly. Penalty to Manly. They usually hear P instead of B, but they kind of get it after you tell them. But the A and the I, so when we say A, that's how they say I. So then I try to correct them and pronounce it correctly and say A, and they put another I. So that's why I'm Blize over here. Blize. 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 Or Blize. Alright, so Cherry Evans kicks this to about the 40 on Raiders side of the field. That's a good kick there from Ches. 45. All right, so another attacking raid here from Manly. Can the Raiders hold out early again? 6 minutes and 40 seconds gone here. First tackle. Jazz Tavunga off to Cherry Evans. Raiders haven't even had a sniff at being able to go up the other end of the field. Haven't even had a sniff at it. Now, Norlands is how locals say it. Norlands? They say it Norlands? Is that what you're saying? Norlands? Really? All right, 13 metres out. Manly with the ball on third tackle. 13 metres out. They give it back to Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans across here to Jazz Tavunga. Tavunga to Jake Trbojevic. They're spreading it out left here. Luke Brooks. They get it away again. Here's a chance here for Manly. Manly. Can he go? He's going to go out. He's going to go out. Oh, he's close. He's actually lost that ball, but they're not going to call it. Fourth tackle he right out. They've covered well here, Raiders, down that left-hand side. Jazz Tavunga here to Taniela Paseka, who is 10 metres away. He rolls the ball out the back. Jazz Tavunga! Jazz Tavunga! Or it will be held up over the line, so they're going to have to come back into the 10. Fifth tackle, 10 metres out here from the line. Manly. Where I'm from, the accent is sounding a bit dumb because oh, you got a Brummie accent, that's right. Sounds a bit sloppy, if that makes sense. So you got the Peaky Blinders accent. Out to the right, Luke Brooks, not the play. He'll get taken on 5th. Oh, good defense by Raiders. I tell you, Manly have been throwing it at Canberra, but they're holding out. Bucks, I guarantee residents of New Orleans can't pronounce it correctly. Maybe, dude. Maybe I'm pronouncing Gold Coast wrong this whole time. Maybe it's Gold Coast. Maybe it's Gold Coast. Maybe a trendsetter. Gold Coast. Pronouncing it wrong the whole time. We kind of draw a little here. Blue Mr. Cree says, will you play that NRL game? Yeah, I'll give it a crack, but I'm traveling, so I would have to figure out how to do it, because I'm not going to buy a PlayStation if I'm in Vietnam, you know, but fit tackle here for the Raiders at the 45. Love seeing Jazz throwing water bottles at the Waz. What's that? Love seeing Jazz throwing water bottles at the Waz brothers last week. It's all good banter, man. Aussies and Kiwis, they love getting around it. They love getting around it. And you know, there was something the other day I saw on Facebook where people were complaining that some footy club had like rules, and like you pay $2 or like fines for if you have a girlfriend in attendance, if you show any kind of, you know, affection in public, if you don't if you don't get your donger out in the showers after a game, if you miss training, all that kind of stuff, and there's different prices, and people are getting upset about it. That's been a traditional thing in Australia for years, man. You know, it's having fun, and it's also fundraising as well. It's also fundraising. Trebojevic here at the 44. So, yeah, everyone gets offended over everything nowadays. That was funny from Jazz. 10 minutes gone here in the first half. The Raiders will get the ball, and it will be KO Weeks, who gets away a little bit to the 15. But hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I'm actually impressed with the Raiders defense in this game so far. Manly have thrown a lot at him, and Xavier Savage gets the ball to the 35. He throws it back inside. Wow. That's a penalty to Manly. What? Why is it all the way back here at the 15? What? You can't take part in that play. It's probably right. I'm in front of the play the ball. What? Savage took it from dummy half. Are they saying that's not a penalty against Savage? Savage didn't do anything wrong there. Are they saying? Is they saying something else? That didn't make any sense to me. Maybe. Second tackle now for Manly at the 13. Against the spirit of the play right there, mate. Yeah, that's very against the spirit of the play right there. Spirit of the game. That was such a baffling call in the last one, man. Spirit of the game. What a time to be alive. The English have infiltrated. The English have infiltrated Australia again. Only took them, you know, about 250 years, 300 years. Oh! Yeah, they're on the sideline. Good defense, Raiders. I'm telling you, Raiders have been good defensively. Raiders have been good defensively here, dude. It's going to be Raiders ball here at the 10. Like, they have held Manly strong. Gary says, watching from London, England. My younger son is at the match. He lives in Manly. Come on, the Seagulls. Yeah, well, good luck, man. They've been throwing a lot at him, and they've been attacking hard, but Canberra just defensively been holding out and holding out. If you're in front of the play the ball, you cannot touch the ball. Yeah, but Xavier Savage was the one who picked the ball up, and he was coming from behind, is what I'm saying. Unless there's something else, because did you see Xavier Savage wasn't in front of the play the ball? Xavier Savage picked the ball up from behind. Like, he didn't come from that way to get it. Like, that's what I'm saying. They must have penalised somebody else. Oh, they've lost the ball here. Okay, while they do this, while they look at this, I'm going to quickly have a look at that again. Because it can't... Okay, so... Okay, now, so he throws that back in. I want to go back to the play the ball. Yeah, so KO Weeks, he'll get taken down at the 15. And Xavier Savage is at the play the ball. That makes no sense. Oh, so they've penalised Jamal Fogarty because when he throws the ball back onto the inside. Okay, I more so understand that now. I thought they penalised Savage for it, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense, but now I get it. Yeah, no, I didn't. My brain wasn't recognising the Fogarty pickup. All right, so second tackle now for Manly. They're 18 metres out. Jeez, if Canberra hold out again, Manly got to be worried that they can't break through them. Luke Brooks, short ball, Ben Trebojevic. Get the ball to Hamoli. Manly for the win, referees on their side. GZ says, third tackle at the 5. You don't usually see that get called just then, though. That is something. So, fourth tackle, 8 metres away here for Manly. Good packed out crowd there, Brookie. Jazz Tavunga across here to Luke Brooks. At the back here, Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans, short ball underneath for Garrick, and it's going to be a penalty again. Oh, penalty Raiders! Penalty Raiders for obstruction. Damn, Manly. They just can't break him. They just can't break him right now. Damn. So, yeah, he takes him out. So, Takiaho took out Ethan Strange. No, Tom Starling, not Ethan Strange. I listened to the commentary of that one. There was a band called King Kurt years ago. Oh, so, yeah, Raiders will kick this ball here to the 35. But, yep, that was always going to be called, that one. All right. So, Raiders now at the 50. This might be their first somewhat attack of the game. Hillbilly, early thoughts, go. Early thoughts, Hillbilly. I'm impressed by Canberra. I'm impressed by Canberra. And if they score first, that is a worrying sign after all that. Because this is the first time I've seen them even attack at all in the first 15 minutes. Second tackle, couple of offloads. Tom Starling nearly breaks through. He's at 33 metres out. Even a penalty would be great for Canberra. You know, in front, make it, get a 2-pointer. Even a penalty you'd take. Fourth tackle at the 20. Out to Jamal Fogarty. Fogarty at the back to Savage. Is that K Weeks? No, it's K Weeks. Fifth tackle. 13 out. Tom Starling fakes left. Goes right. Don't know what you're doing on fifth tackle, dude. Don't know what Hudson... Matty Nicholson on fifth tackle made no sense. That made no sense there from Canberra. They're saying... Kippaxross saying Nicholson had a chance there. It didn't look like he had a chance at any stage of that. Oh, if he's passing it, then sure. Well, yeah, of course. We all know that if they pass the ball there, they had a great opportunity. But I never thought Nicholson running the ball would have had any kind of chance there. So, second tackle here. Very reminiscent of our inability to crack the wires when we had all the possession position early. See, that's the thing, because I wasn't able to watch that game because I was at the Holy Festival, yeah? So, I can't really judge based off of that previous one. So, it's good that you say that. So, this was basically how that game started too. But Canberra are a better team than the Warriors. Canberra are a better team than the Warriors, in my opinion. So, it's a concern. But early, things can change quickly. You get one try, you break the wall, and you know the floodgates can open. It just seemed like they were really utilising the forwards, and the forwards were looking bang. But I'm really impressed by the Raiders' defence because I don't think that Manly's attacks were bland. Besides that third four early, but Manly are still throwing quite a bit at them. Especially down that left side. The cover has been phenomenal. All right, third tackle at the 40 here for Canberra. Surprising it's taken this long for any kind of points, though. Tom Starling with a huge run to the 40 on the attacking side. Starling's been having a good season. Out to Corey Horsburgh. Then out the back here to Ethan Strange. Oh, Hudson Young gets off one. He'll get the offload away as well to Ethan Strange. Strange will pass it off to Horsburgh. Be careful passing it like that to him forward. And now Horsburgh's going to run this ball back. He's an idiot. Oh, I'm sorry, but he's stupid. You've got the momentum, man, and you just give the ball. He literally just passed the ball directly to Manly. He said, here you go, have it. You may... look where you're passing, man. He just handed the ball to him. Handed it to him. And that's going to be a penalty to... Oh, it's a 6 again. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a pass to 40, so it is a 6 again, not a penalty. All right, Ruben Garrick to the 45. Jazz Tavunga down in the back play. Hope he's all right. God bless him. Damn, I'm really enjoying this start of this game, though. Set restarts 3 for Manly, 0 for the Raiders. Second tackle for Manly. Do like our ability to get out of our end. Was worried how we'd go against the Canberra pack. Well, you haven't really had to be in your end so far. You probably had one set coming out of your own end, realistically. But it was a good set to get out of your own end. But you've only really had one set to kind of come from out the back. So Manly get this ball across here to Luke Brooks. Luke Brooks to Jake Trbojevic. He'll get it to Cherry Evans. He'll pass it across to Olakau'atu. And Olakau'atu, it'll be 15 away. Fifth tackle. This is a real solid defense. Kicks it across. I would have let that go. What is Savage doing? Savage, that was going, honestly, out in the full probably. He's just allowed Manly to have another set here. There was no one even close to getting that. Just let the ball go. Just let the ball go. There's no way that was going to bounce back inside. He also could have knocked the ball. Like, it's a good catch, but it was just so unnecessary. All right, so Canberra, I would assume, are going to have to go for another... They're probably going to go for another shorty, and that's exactly what they will do. It's not a bad kick, though. Oh, Manly catches it. Saab catches it. That was all over the shop. All right, Manly again on the attacking line. They give it off to Taniela Paseka. No, Takiaho, second tackle. Jazz Tavunga out to Cherry Evans. Here's Olakawatu. Watch him. They give out the back to Garrick instead. Second tackle. Is his name Tom Starling? Starling. 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 I know what you're referring to. Third tackle. Takiaho. 2 meters away. 20 minutes gone here in this really enthralling game, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe. There's a lot of quality in this game. There's a lot of quality in this game. Jay Trebojevic. 4 meters away. 4 tackle. Jazz Tavunga, he'll go back here to Cherry Evans, kicks it through. Raiders get it. High tackle, arguably, and they will call it. Yep. They will call it. Well done, Canberra. Well done, Canberra again. It's going to be a penalty at the 10 too. Well done, Manly again. Oh, so well done, Canberra again. I'm really starting to bump them up in my prediction, man. I had them 9th. Moved them to 8-7. Now I'm thinking like they could genuinely be a part of that Broncos, Bulldogs, and Manly pack in that 4-5-6. No, they're slowly really improving. So it's going to be Raiders ball here at the 35. Sebastian Chris now to the 45. And when they have the ball, the good thing about Canberra too is that they're getting some great offloads away. Manly, solid contact there in the middle. 20 minutes and we haven't seen a single score yet, just considering all the attack and play. Josh Papali'i, big run to the 40 on Manly side of the field, third tackle. David says, excuse me, sir, would you mind updating your ladder? Can't update the ladder right now, Daz. Jump off forward again. Here's Sebastian Chris. Raiders, go yourself. He will score a try. And the Canberra Raiders will score first. Out of everything we have seen so far, that is some of the best footy you will see in this first 21 minutes of this game. Canberra withheld, and then breakaway, Sebastian Chris will score, and that is a bing, bang, boom, if you've ever did see one. Well done, Canberra. Wowee. Really impressed by them today, man. Like, I've got to put it out there. Really impressed with Canberra. Lehigh Boade is going to come to the player. As a fullback, man, choose a player. As a fullback, choose who you're going to defend. You choose one, you go at Sebastian Chris, you don't run back to hold the Hudson Young play off. If you pass it to Hudson Young and you get done over, well, guess what? It's a 2-on-1, it's not your fault. Make the play at the player. He didn't make a play at any player. He gave Sebastian Chris too much room because he was running backwards, and then Sebastian Chris will score based off of that. Unfortunately, Hyperwater has to do a little bit better there. He has to do a little bit better there. It's not his fault for the try, because at the end of the day, he's not the one who let the line break, but he's got to do way better in that situation. Oh! Maybe not. There might be an obstruction with Corey Horsburgh, and if they've called this, they're probably going to say it is. There might also be a late hit from Olakawatu and Smithies, apparently. Yep, that's going to be a penalty against Olakawatu either way. Yeah, so it's going to be no try, but you've got to penalise Olakawatu. So it's going to be... Are they not penalising Olakawatu? I don't know, man. I think that should have been a penalty. So it's going to be a no try. I think it should have been a penalty to Canberra, but I'm okay. Like, it's a no try. But they have to penalise Olakawatu for that. Like, I'm okay with the no try. That's the correct call. People say that's a miracle. It's a miracle they haven't penalised Olakau'atu there. They always penalise that. Gary says, on early form, who do you think will win the championship? You'd have to go to the Storm still. It's a good kick there from Manly. So they're going to get the ball here to the 30. Another attack. Still worrying that they broke through the line there, but then again, it is on the back of the obstruction. Not that I think Cherry Evans stops it, but it's the correct call. Still think it probably should have been a penalty to Canberra, but Canberra have held the line well when they've been down here a lot, so they have held the line well here. So let's see if Manly can, mix it up a little bit here. Luke Brooks out to Hopawade, and he'll come back in. That would have been an obstruction if he scored there. I'm surprised they didn't call that. Third tackle at the 10. That Chris guy been good so far this season. Sebastian Chris, well, he's an international for New Zealand. Sebastian Chris is a good player. Cherry Evans goes himself. He'll be 2 metres away here. 4 tackle. There's no way they just can't score again. 6 again they've called, has he? Yep. They've given a set restart here to Josh Aloiai. Oh, he's close. He's half a metre short of the line, first tackle. Jazz Tavanga, he's going to dive himself, and he will be held up over the line. Penalty, Manly. Well, I'd take the 2 if I'm Manly. Oh, he's in the bin. He's an idiot. Corey Horsburgh, you're out of this world, bro. You passed the ball before, and you just gift the ball to Manly. Then I'm pretty certain that Horsburgh was the one who gave away the penalty on the try for Canberra, correct? And now he's gone and binned himself. Like, truly, it's incredible. It's absolutely a bin. It's a bin, and it's a penalty for sure. There's no denying that. If I'm Manly, I go for it here. You're going up against 12 players. You're going up against 12 players. But if you're smart, you probably go for the 2 because you want to get some points when you've not been able to break through them so far. But Horsburgh, bro, like, he can be so good, but he can do that as well. He's had a rough 23 minutes here. Real rough. All right, so they are going to go for the try here, Manly. You may as well. Up a man. And Paseka, 5 away here from the line. Hey, where's the tuk-tuk gift? Get the tuk-tuk out for Corey Horsburgh. Get the old tuk-tuk out for Corey Horsburgh. Oh, no, Paseka. Taniela Paseka is on the ground right now. I think he's okay. He's just... There's the tuk-tuk gift. There it is. Get it out. There's nothing wrong with the tackle. There's nothing wrong with the tackle. I hope he's alright, but there's nothing wrong with the tackle. Yeah, something to do with his bottom part of his leg. God bless him, man. I loved from the Tigers game. No, I was really sick yesterday. I wasn't even able to stream the Sharks and Rabbitohs game. I tried, but I was just so sick. I forced myself to do the Titans game because obviously I'm a Titans fan. But no, I was really sick yesterday, man. But I was impressed by the Tigers. I was pretty happy with the Tigers' performance. Obviously, it was only against the Dolphins, 0-3, but, the Tigers will be happy with any win they can get. 2 out of 3 for the season so far, so, a lot to still work on, but, they're doing well, and they've definitely proven me wrong, which is, good to see. They haven't proven me wrong, or anyone wrong, for the last however long. They've been awful for years now, and there's still a lot to prove, but, it's been good to watch them getting a couple of wins early on in the season. I just thought maybe it wasn't loading for me, but I understand. Yeah, I'm in Delhi, bro. I was sick from something here. You get sick quite a bit over here. But God bless, take it up a second, man. He has to come off the field. Dazmate says, Titans in fact ruled my perfect round. Good. You deserve it, Daz, mate. You deserve it. I'm happy. You didn't tip the Titans? That's on you, brother. Titans were actually favourites for the game, mind you. The Titans were actually favourites for the game, so you went the underdog in that game. Dearie me. You're a disgrace, Daz. You are a disgrace. Olakau'atu, 3 metres away from the line. Second tackle, still no score, but Raiders do have a man in the bin for at least like another 9 minutes. Cherry Evans, he's looking for a pass at the top, couldn't get it. He's lost the ball. And it'll be Manly ball still though at the 13, third tackle. It's not hard to find out. Ethan Bullimore, 1 metre out, dearie me. How have Manly not scored in this game? Jazz Tavanga, he'll get it out to Cherry Evans. He'll get it out again. Here's a chance. Manly taken down at the 5. Fifth tackle. Unreal. Ruben Garrick. He scored. Ruben Garrick has scored. Ruben Garrick will score. It'll be 4-0 with a kick to come. I've got to tell you, the Raiders have held off like an absolute champion team. Manly will score, but it has been really impressive. All right, so that's going to be Manly try 4-0 with a kick to come. And the only reason they've scored is because of the bin, because they've got an idiot on their team who always does that shit. And honestly, he shouldn't. I don't even know how he scored that, because the Canberra had plenty of defenders to cover him, but he just barges him over with strength. Yeah, a minute ago it did pop up. The Raiders did score, but then Corey Horsburgh, being the man that he is, went and put himself in a position that prevented Cherry Evans from making the tackle. So instead they got penalised, and Manly ultimately ended up scoring from it, because guess what? A couple of tackles later, Corey Horsburgh has decided to go and get himself binned. He's the most infuriating player, man, because he is such a great player, but yet he's one of the biggest shit talkers in the game, and goes and sin bins himself frequently and gives away penalties frequently. But he can be such a dominant player in the game, Corey Horsburgh. He has such good talent, but he ruins it with his ego and his attitude. He has horrific attitude. It is absolutely horrific. He's got one of the worst attitudes in the game of rugby league. If he could control that attitude and actually play to the standard, the ability that he has, he would be one of the best forwards in the game. But his attitude is one of the worst, if not the worst, in rugby league. It really is. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, the guy has played for Queensland before. There's a reason he doesn't right now. The guy is just too emotionally unavailable in rugby league. I just used a relationship terminology for him. But it really is the most infuriating thing to watch this man play. Because if he saw him actually play to his ability, he would be one of the best front rowers, best props, best locks in the game. He's an idiot. So his words weren't in the spirit of the game. Words weren't in the spirit of the game. 6-0 here, 15 and a half minutes to go of the first half. And Raiders obviously still with the man in the bin. Still with the man in the bin. Do you remember when they had the cartoon ball and screw and someone was bin? Yeah, early 2000s. Early 2000s. But all right, Manly now. They get this ball here at the 5. All right, first tackle. Now second tackle for Manly at the 18. Horsburgh always looks a bit out of shape to me, but he's a real good player, like you say. He can be a real good player, but he ruins it. He ruins it with his attitude. Third tackle at 25. Adam says, Horsburgh is the Ndakamo Sue of the NRL. Hey, good point, man. Yeah? 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 It's wild to me, man. Like, you've got every opportunity to be such an unbelievable player. Cherry Evans is going to get the ball off here to Jason Sable on 4 tackle. He's lucky, because otherwise he was going over the sideline. Off here to Garrick. Garrick to Luke Brooks. And Luke Brooks up into the air, where it will be Ko Weeks who gets that ball at the 10. He's been fine at the back. He's looking for a little bit of a hole. Tries to get through. Ben Troyevich with a nice tackle, though. 6 minutes left of the bin here for the Raiders. You know, and it puts the Raiders on the complete back foot, considering they had such strong momentum, and Horsburgh just completely ruins all the momentum that Canberra were, honestly, doing so well with. You know, it only takes the one player to ruin everything positive that you've done, and that's what Horsburgh did. Third tackle. And they give it out to... I can't even see who that is. Yusuf said, let's go Seagulls. Yeah, well, they are leading. Definitely not convincing, but they have dominated the attacking possessions. Fifth tackle off here to Jamal Fogarty, who will kick that ball up high. It's a good kick because it gives a lot of space here for... Oh, good take by Leho Bawade. It's a good kick because it puts Manly back into their own 15. Ruben's going to be father to Rod Wishart's grandson very soon. Was Ruben Garrick married to Rod Wishart's daughter or something? I would have no idea. All right, so third tackle here at the 25. No, I'm not dealing with that today, Joe. I'm not dealing with that today. Third tackle now for Manly. Tavanga off. Simpkin is on for the Manly. And Ruben Garrick taking down the 45. It's funny with Garrick, right? Manly fans hate him playing in the centres. But then he'll play look, Watts with a good run. They hate him playing in the centres, but if he has a good game today, they'll love him again. And that's going to be... It's knocked back. Jamal Fogarty, you're a disgrace. You're a disgrace. That's a disgrace. That's a disgrace from Jamal Fogarty. That is a disgrace. That is a disgrace from Jamal Fogarty. That is diabolical. That is absolutely diabolical from Jamal Fogarty. I'm aware that the ball has been dropped at the back by KO Weeks. That is unfortunate, but fine. Jamal Fogarty not putting this ball down is incredible. Jamal Fogarty, that is lazy. That is absolute laziness to a T. You cannot tell me that isn't pure laziness from Jamal Fogarty. So Olakau'atu with a great run there. Gets the ball to the 35. Sherry Evans puts up a kick. KO Weeks drops the ball. Okay, fine. Hard one to take. Jamal Fogarty put the ball down. That's bullshit. You can never tell me on any world that the bounce that has got you there, that is laziness. Dive on the ball. Dive on the ball. Dive on the ball. And then just lets it go. He's trying to pick it up to run it out. That is your fault in 100% entirety, Jamal. 100% of that is his fault. That is 100%. You're going to see a drop ball from time to time from your fullback. That's unfortunate. But Jamal needs to dive on that ball, and it's a dropout. Instead of a dropout, you've now conceded a try off of just pure brain explosion. Truly, he needs to dive on that ball. Now it's 12-0, and now you've put your team... Corey Horsburgh and Jamal Fogarty, fantastic team effort to lose this game for the Raiders. Fantastic team effort right now. Fantastic team effort. Because Canberra have been so incredible in this game, and they've thrown it away because Corey Horsburgh can't control his emotions, and Jamal Fogarty can't dive on a ball. Unreal. Unreal, man. And I said, like... Manly are the better team long term here. I believe they're the top four. But to see how incredible the Raiders are playing, to throw it like this is just wild. Says Ricky right now shooting bricks, cameras on him for the love of the game, will be priceless. Ricky should lose his shit at what we've seen in this first half. The first 20 minutes he would love, he would adore, he would be celebrating it, and he'll go in and say that should be great. But the 10 minutes after that has been just insanity to me. Insanity. All right, so it's going to be Manly with the ball now at the 20. All that good work, and it was phenomenal work. All that good work is just gone. Gone. Ricky right now is going to have an interesting half-time conversation with his team. 10 minutes to go here of the game, of the first half. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. 10 minutes to go. And Jay Trebojevic will get the ball at the 45. 4 tackle. Jamal Fogarty was seen down at the tab 10 minutes before the game. I understand he's trying to pick the ball up to get out, but either way, it's probably going to be a dropout because there were Manly players there chasing it down. So just put the ball down or hit it out. There's a tackle without the ball. This is going to be a Manly try again. They've thrown the game. Corey Horsburgh and Jamal Fogarty. I cannot believe what I've watched. I think this is a no try, but it's insane how this game has changed based off those two guys. I think this is a tackle without the ball here. I think it could even be tackle in there, to be fair. If he gets him fine, then it's a try. They have thrown this game so hard. And, yeah, he's tackling there. He's tackling in there. Well, no, it's not. He's going and bang in the air. What? There is no way that you can tell me that that's not a penalty. Oh my gosh. There's no way you don't penalise Faulalo for that. He's nowhere near getting the ball. The ball has gone to Kyle Weeks. His arms aren't even up for the ball. There's no way. Play on is insanity. It's going to be called a try. That is not a try. That's a contest you wish, Hillbilly. You are off your rocker. His arms aren't even going up for the ball. He's contacted the play in the air when the player has got the ball. If he was going for that ball, his arms are going up. His arms are down here. Absolutely not. There is no way. You can't tell me that he's trying to catch the ball. How is he catching the ball when the arms are down here and the player that is getting the ball is the fullback? His arms are up here. Where's the competitive? Where's the contest there? Where is the contest in that situation? There is no contest if your arms are down here. What? He thinks that the Raiders player is going to completely miss it and he's going to catch it on the floor? In no world is that a contest. Dude, this game is baffling. The Raiders have thrown it, but like that is absolutely nowhere close to a contest. If his arms are at least going for the ball, I'm happy to call it a contest. You cannot tell me if your arms are down like this that is a contest. Like, I don't care who wins this game. But there's no way that anyone can tell me that is a contest when your arms are down there. It's crazy. Yeah, with his arms down there, he is attempting to catch the ball. Hillbilly, please, for the love of God, see it from a non-biased view. For the love of God, see it from a non-biased view. His left arm is on the inside. Truly. Please, for the love of God. For the love of God, man. There is no way that you can tell me he is going for that ball. There is absolutely no chance. There is absolutely no chance that he is going for that ball. They're still talking about it in the commentary. Yeah, the Raiders have thrown this game. They're still talking about it in the commentary. Exactly right, Lucas. Tell me how he wins the ball there. He only does that if he's trying to catch it. How can your arms be like this if you're trying to catch it when the defender is up like this? How can you catch the ball down here when the defender is up there? These aren't even my teams, bro. Truly. If you can tell me how he's going to catch that ball when the Raiders player is in the air with the arms up like this and the Manly player has contacted him down here with his arms down like that, you're telling me that is a contest because of what? So how is he catching the ball? So how is it a contest? How does he get the ball from there and there? That's the question for you. If you can tell me how he gets that ball with his arms down there, I'm happy to call it a contest. It makes no sense. Oh, Hillbilly, I can't. I'm off here. I'm off talking about that. Truly, the bias is unbelievable. But you can't answer the question. You can't answer the question. If you answer the question, I'll admit I'm wrong. Answer the question. Answer the question. It's really that simple. Answer the question. How does he catch the ball? How's the contest? Because to make it a contest, you have to be able to catch the ball, right? You're going for the ball. Tell me how. How does it happen? You can't. Ethan Bullenbaugh is going to be a metre shorter from the line for tackle. Definitely not a contest. We'll take the 6 points. Thank you. There's an actual genuine comment, Callan. So Manly will score you. Like, take the 6 points. That's not the issue. The issue is that there's the bias of not seeing that how that's not a contest is surreal. Agree to disagree. There's no agree to disagree. It's the wrong call. Answer the question. How does he catch the ball? That's all I'm asking. How does he catch the ball? It's really simple. There's no agree to disagree. How is that a contest if his hands are closer to 6 feet under the ground than they are to the ball in the air? Dude, truly. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Manly up 22-0. Raiders threw this when Corey Horsburgh did what he did. What are the Raiders doing? They threw this when Corey Horsburgh did what he did. And based off of the first 20 minutes, the Raiders were holding out well. And I did say that if a try came, the floodgates would open. And the floodgates have opened. At the end of the day, I tipped Manly for a top 4 team. I think Manly are in the top 4 by the end of the season. But there is an issue where someone is trying to say that there is someone trying to make a play at the ball, which is what a contest is. So for people who don't know what a contest is, it means that you and the other player are both contesting for the ball. You're both trying to catch the ball. So the argument that old mate over here is saying is that even though your arms are down below your bloody bootlaces, that you're still trying to catch the ball. It's the most absurd thing, and that's why it's such a complaint in regards to the bunker here. Because they've taken absolutely no visual knowledge of where his arms are placed, and they're making an assumption based on the fact that he's not looking at the player, that means it's a fair contest. That is the issue with it. Outside of that, Manly have been the better team once they've broken through, but they were the ones dominating the entire time for the first 20 minutes. There's no problem with Manly being up here, and there's no problem with how Manly have gotten here, because the Rays have thrown it with Jamal Fogarty being lazy for the ball, and also with Corey Horsburgh getting himself sent off, sin binned, which has gotten Manly the opportunity to be where they are. The reason why we've replied like this is because it makes no sense in regards to the bunker call. And then you got Manly fans, some Manly fans here have understood, and then you get Manly fans who are demanding that that is a fair contest. It makes no sense. Jason, my head hurts. Absolutely, dude. It's crazy. But yet I guarantee if that happens against other teams, again, it happens against Manly, we get the same people saying, oh, that's the wrong call. Because they see it for what it is. If that happened with the Titans, I probably wouldn't see it for what it is. But when you're not a fan of either teams, you see it for what it is. Surely. Man. Anyway, long story short, Manly deserve to be up 24-0. There is no problem with how they are in the lead here. And it's another knock over the Raiders. They might get pumped here now. They might get pumped. Not if we play like today against the Eels. Oh, the Dogs. Yeah. What did Corey do? Corey was a metre out from his own line. And so he was the one, I believe, who stopped so the Raiders scored, Sebastian Chris. And then he was the one who got in wave Cherry Evans. And then after that, on that very next set, Horsburgh was 1 metre out from his own line and didn't get back on side and stopped a try, guaranteed try. So that's why. Davis is Corey off down to the tab at half time. Eagles are running away with this now. It was a 6-0 minute ago. Yeah, the Raiders just completely, they died once that bin happened. Once that bin happened, they died. He doesn't have, I'm not replying to you. I've just read he doesn't have to go for the ball. Holy fuck. You're off your rocker. I'm not replying to that. You're off your rocker. Third tackle here, 10 metres out. That's the most absurd thing. That is the most absurd thing I've ever read. Doesn't have to go for the ball. Holy shit. Second tackle now, 5 metres out. You've lost your mind. You have lost your mind, dude. Now, I've seen bias before. But that is something else. Third tackle now, 10 metres out from the line. He's still fighting for it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The Raiders will hit it out, so it's going to be a drop out here to Manly. Oh, my God. Oh, dude. 3:49 to go. Yeah, Corey back. Yeah, Corey came back like 3 minutes, 3 minutes ago or so. Just remember last year when Manly was up 24-0 against the Raiders, that Manly came made a 26-point comeback. I don't know. I don't think the Raiders have got enough in them to come back from this. But that did happen, but I don't think it happens. Manly have dominated this game from the start. It's just they couldn't score for 20 minutes. They just couldn't score. Oddie says, g'day folks from Townsville, Raiders robbed. Oh no, the Raiders haven't been robbed here. That was the incorrect call, besides Mr. Bias over here. But outside of that, Manly are well deserving of their lead. Well deserving of their lead. This is better than TV commentary. See what happens, man. Oh! Jeez. Lehigh Wade, 5 minutes away from the line, third tackle. This is what happens. We're all passionate about the game. There's a difference between bias and passion, man. At the end of the day, I could care less who wins this game. I was enjoying a good game, and still am enjoying a good game. Manly are just putting on a clinic over the Raiders at the moment. Luke Brooks, short ball on Kawatu. Gets the ball offloaded, and there will be a held up. Wow, how has he held that up? Callum Brooks says, oh, they called penalty. They called try. They called try. So Ruben Garrick has scored. I thought his legs were underneath it, but I didn't really get a good look at it. Yeah, the comments said it looked like he got held up, but referee would have been in a better position than I am in that regards. Callum Brooks says, wish arguments like that would happen between the real commentators. They're never going to argue like that. They never argue like that. What? No way he grounded that. I didn't think he grounded that either, but surely the referee being in the position that he is. I think he should have passed the ball to Jason Saab and he would have scored with ease. Are we even going to be able to get an angle that proves anything? I don't think he scores this. He did award the try, though. I can't even see the ball. A minute and a half to go here. It's held up there. It's held up there. It's held up there. I'm sure Hillbilly will tell you that you're wrong and that he doesn't have to ground the ball for a try. Oh, I would love to see where the ball's touched the ground there, but he has called a try, so I don't know how you're going to overturn it. But where is the ball? But he called try, so they've confirmed it. 7 tries for Canberra to win. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's still going. He's still going. For the love of God, move on. So it's 52 seconds. Your team is up 30-0, dude. I disagree on every account with how you've argued that in every way. I understand you're a Manly fan. We're going to move on past this now. I'm going to move past your argument. I very much disagree with the way you said that, pretty much everything of what you said. But we're going to move on now to the fact that Manly are up 30-0. So, thank you. I'm not going to read out your novel, and we're going to move on now. 46 seconds to go. Also, that was a try to take it to 18-0. So it was an important try of the game. But with that being said, Manly were dominating. And that's the thing, like, I'm trying to reiterate here. Just because this discussion is happening and we're debating the ridiculousness of his comments doesn't mean that I don't think Manly are well and truly deserving of this lead. At no point have I said that at all. It's just in regards to the ruling of the call. His hands are here and he's contesting is the most ludicrous thing ever. But Olakau'atu's away here. Olakau'atu. He gets away from another. They're 15 metres out from the line. Olakau'atu. They just spread the ball left and they score again. It'll be 36-0. He kicks this ball all the way across here. Up in the air. Knocked back. Knock on Manly. No, man, yells the cloud. Alright, 30-0 Manly. Well, it was a good half from them. Corey Horsburgh through this game, that's for sure. Corey Horsburgh through this game. I'm surprised he doesn't pass it to Saab on his right. Like, Saab was there, but he just didn't pass the ball on Olakau'atu. Told it was Muppet Hour, Livy says. This is what happens on the Sunday streams. This is what happens. But it's out of all passion, man. We love the game of rugby league. We just like to see the correct call being made. But, you know, sometimes we can't see past the fact of our own teams, which I've been, you know, dubious for in the past for sure. Like, if it's the Titans, I'll always try to look on the Titans side of things. And, you know, I'll always, like, people love to say that, oh, but the referee called this, so it's right. But then when it goes against them, they say the referees are suck. So it's like, you can't really you can't really have both there. Like, they will vehemently say, but the referee's called this, so that means it's right. But then, for more often than not, when it doesn't go their way, they will always say how bad the referees are. So that's why you kind of don't listen to that argument on the other side. But anyway, it's halftime 30-0 to Manly. They were the much better team in the first half. The first 20 minutes was an absolute grind, and then Corey Horsburgh decided that he wanted to go have a sit down for 10 minutes with the sin bin. He got on the tuk-tuk and got out of there. And then Jamal Fogarty decided that he didn't want to put the ball down and tried to run the ball out of the end goal and decided to give a try to Manly. Then the bunker got involved and put a ridiculous call in to say that there was a contest being made. But outside of that, Manly have clearly been the more dominant team here, and the Raiders have just completely fallen off. And what I said before the game was that, like, I like the Raiders to get up for it, but you know, when the Raiders lose, they usually lose quite well. So that when they win, it's usually quite close and like a 1-12. But when they lose, they can lose really, really well. Like, if you go back to the Raiders last season, actually, it'll be better to do it over here. If you go back to the Raiders last season, most of their losses were like blowout losses. Where is it? Raiders. So Raiders there, and then we go to the 2024. So yeah, they beat the Dragons in a close one. They beat the Roosters in a really close one. They beat the Panthers in a really close one. So that was to say close, 26-24 over the Dragons, 14-12 over the Roosters, 22-18 over the Panthers, 42-4 loss to the Cowboys. So 3 super close wins, but a blowout loss to the Cowboys, 42-4. A blowout loss of 46-24 to Manly. They did lose a close one to the Bulldogs, 22-18. Beat the Warriors, really close, 20-18. There's a couple of close-ish losses there in the middle part of the season, but got blown out by the Tigers, 48-24. Cowboys, 34-16. So, Roosters, 44-16. So they would get close wins, 26-24 win over the Dolphins, 24-20 win over the Dogs, and 26-24 win over Manly. But again, when they lose, 40-0 to the Sharks. So this is what kind of the Raiders do, man. They either win close or they get absolutely smacked beyond belief. David says, thank you, moderator, for deleting that. I really couldn't afford to lose any more brain cells. Just came to say, unlucky for the Drew. Have a good night. There you go. Dan says, Ricky might kill a few blokes in the shed at halftime. Honestly, it was so impressive for 20 minutes. Like, I was so impressed by Canberra for 20 minutes, but Corey Horsburgh, like, if anything, you got to look at Corey Horsburgh. Canberra were holding their own for 20 minutes this game. They really held themselves quite strong. They held themselves well and truly in it. But then they decide to completely throw it away. Corey Horsburgh gets spinned, and also was the reason for them not getting that try. Because Sebastian Cruz, apparently there was an obstruction, which would have been 4-6-0 to the Canberra Raiders rather than down 30-0 now. And then, from there, that's what happened. Losing teams always blame the referee. Yeah, absolutely, Gary. And that's why you say, when people argue about refereeing calls, they will the team that benefits from it will always say the referees were 100% right. So the referee called that, so that means that is the right call. And it's like, okay, if you have that opinion of everything, even when you don't get the beneficial call, then fair enough. If you always argue on the referee's side, sure, happy to hear it. But if you say that the referee is right, is vehemently right in regards to that call, but then you go and say that the referees are bad when your team doesn't benefit from it, then it takes away from you being able to use the referees are always right as your reasoning, because you argue the referees are bad on other occasions. So that's kind of how you put it. Good old Brooksy Bliss today. Brookie Blitz today. Yeah, no, it's good, Resi. No, it's good. Manly, I've tipped Manly for 4th place this year. So, I'm pretty happy with them bouncing back from last week, especially no Trbojevic. If they had Trbojevic, they could have broken through Canberra early. It's just Corey Horsburgh is Corey Horsburgh, man. Have not since 30-0 FA Agagas. I don't even know what that means. Have not since 30-0. You haven't seen 30-0? Well, it was 46-0 at halftime to the Melbourne Storm a couple of weeks ago against the Eels. If that's what you're saying. You'll feel like calling a Big Bash match soon. Cricket score loading. Hey, maybe, man. Maybe. I don't think Canberra changed this around from where we're at. I think Canberra go on to win this game and win this game. Not Canberra, sorry. I think Manly go on to win this game and win this game well. How many curry samosas have you had? Enough. Enough is the answer. I'm going to have a bit of a stretch. That's what I'm going to do. Had enough of listening to Buddy Hillbilly the bastard. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'll be back in just a few moments. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And go Titans. We'll win the comp. We're back. That's a good thing about this channel, though. The regulars know that at the end of the day, that's just passionate rugby league chat. Jared Farmoni says, "Oh wow, what did I miss? 30-0 is not what I expected." Yeah, it was 0-0 at the 20-minute mark. It was 0-0 at the 20-minute mark. We've got Para at Brookie next week. Will be $1.10 phase, and it'd be peak Manly to not turn up. Manly win next week against Para. Para's chance to win was today. Para had every chance to. Oh my gosh, Gary just said he watched. Guys, for the millionth time on these streams, the bathroom is there. I walk to the window and stand up for a bit over there. The bathroom is there. How many times? To be fair, I'll be in a different hotel next week. Where will I be? I'll be in Agra, actually. I'm seeing the Taj Mahal this week. I'll be at the Taj Mahal on probably Friday, maybe Friday, Saturday in the morning, which will be a great vlog for BKRtravel. But yeah, I'll be at the Taj next week, so I'll be in Agra and Airbnb. Apparently, the internet's really good there too. But we have this thing every time. Every time I go for like a stretch and just for a bit of a walk and whatnot at half time, everyone always assumes I'm going to the bathroom. I will tell you if I'm going to the bathroom because you'll see me. It's right there. I would have to do one too. This shit is stressful. What do you mean? Oh, midstream poo. He's on one of those mouse wheels running around it to create electricity for his hotel room. Yep, that's it. You poo off the... There isn't even a balcony here. I wish there was. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go out into the balcony because the air pollution is... What is the pollution today? It's currently 35 degrees outside. It's currently 35 degrees. I want to see what's the air pollution like. Some days it's good. Sometimes most of the time it's not that great here in Delhi. Where is it? Oh, sorry. It feels like 37 degrees outside. 37 degrees is what it feels like outside. It is currently unhealthy. The pollution is currently unhealthy. That's not the bathroom. That's the front door. Don't do a 8 miles. 8 miles is out that way. 8 miles would be out that one. Yeah, it's meant. Jeez, it's meant to get hot this weekend, man. It's meant to get like 40 degrees this weekend. Like, they don't live by summer and winter here. They live by, they don't have like 4 seasons. They have like 3 seasons, which is monsoon season later in the year. They have like winter-ish over the December, January, February kind of deal. And then everything else is just hot. Machu Picchu would have been awesome to see. You ain't doing Peru, are ya? Kind of the opposite side of the world, Jay. I would nearly say, could that nearly be the complete opposite side of the world? If you dug a hole from India, where would you end up? Parents in America are in the habit of telling their kids that they'd end up in China. But okay, that's not what I asked though. I don't know where China and India have come through. Okay, interactive map. Let's do this. Where would I actually end up? It's half time, guys. That's why we're just talking about whatever. Okay, but can I use the map? That'd be nice. Oh, here we go. So antipodes mats. I also think we skipped the second half. Hey, Jack, I was praising your team for 20 minutes. I was saying your team was fantastic for 20 minutes, and then Corey Horsburgh became Corey Horsburgh. Okay, fine. Where would we end up? We would end up... So, in Delhi, we would end up in the Pacific Ocean. Is that the Pacific Ocean? Hey, we were close, Jay. We were close. It's in the Pacific, close enough to Peru. I'd say the closest country is either Chile or Peru. Close enough. Close enough, man. My wife and I are coming out to Oz on Boxing Day for a month to see our youngest. Cannot wait. Taking a day at the Sydney Ashes test. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry for your loss. Going to the Ashes. Good luck. That's the spirit of the game right there. I reckon England have already won the spirit of the game Ashes for this year. They won't win the actual result of the Ashes, but like they'll win the spirit award. 5-0 him, mate. What? Might try and get a job as that dude that got smashed by Hamoli on the Matty John show just to feel something. Well, I've been in your position many a time before, my friend. I know how you feel. I know how you feel, my friend. 5-0, mate. We are awful at the moment. Yeah, but see, 5-0 is just not going to happen because there's going to be an SCG test, and the SCG test always rains out, man. So, you know, we beat India well enough, and India are not that great in tests. They're very good at T20s and whatnot. But when it comes to like the Australia versus England cricket, I'm not confident in England when it comes to the test matches. I'm not confident in them coming over and doing well. What was the next one? I'll grab a tuk-tuk and take us on a live stream street tour. Dude, I just gotta start pumping out those videos, eh? The sickness that I have, right? Like, I'm still sick. It's just not, like, seriously sick like I was yesterday. I'm still sick, but... Oh, I just gotta get past this sickness. Because I feel super weak right now, but I gotta do the streams. I'm always doing the streams. Fair, I'm more used to being up 30-0 at halftime than choking it rather than this position. As a Raiders fan, you're used to being up 30-0 at halftime? In what world? 30-0, the Raiders? When are the Raiders usually up by 30 points to nil at halftime? 30-0? That's generous, is it not? That's definitely generous. Yeah, 30-0 might be absolutely a bit of a stretch, man. When was the last time the Raiders led 30-0 at halftime? Look, is it a trip to India if you don't get sick? I came with the understanding that I will get sick at some point. This isn't even the bad sickness. Like, I don't have jelly belly or anything. I'm not vomiting or anything, but it's just like really weak, the sweats, and like I had the runny nose yesterday, exhaustion kind of deal. Honestly, it's got like the same shit as COVID, really, when that was the thing. You doing much street food? Haven't had much street food just yet. I've been kind of eating in restaurants for the most part so far. Once I feel more comfortable, I'm going to book one of those tours where you can go and eat some street food, because you got to be super careful. You really do. Otherwise, you will have jelly belly. So I'm going up to Amritsar tomorrow, and then there for 2 nights, going to the border closing ceremony between India and Pakistan and the Golden Temple. And then I'm going to come from Amritsar to Agra, and then I'll be there for like 5 nights where the Taj is. And then I'm going to go across to Jaipur. And then I'm considering that I might actually come back to Delhi for a bit before I go down to like Mumbai and Udaipur and whatnot. I'm going to probably go with a friend to Udaipur and then down to Goa, which is south is very different. Everywhere is very different here. So we've got a lot coming up. But I was originally going to go out to Jaisalmer, but that's like west in the desert, and it's going to be like 45 to 50 degrees. So don't know about that. Smash back a ton of ginger, lemon, garlic, mint, honey. Make a strong brew with tea. It's a good idea. All right, so Manly, we are underway for the second half, and they will kick it off to the Raiders. Can we see Canberra actually give it a crack, or will Manly... Actually, let me know in the chat. Come in the chat right now. Will Manly go on and win this game by more, or will the Raiders find a way to at least make this competitive? Because at the moment, it's not that competitive. Gary says, NRL really took off in England when the Burgess brothers played for South Sydney. Love Australian sport. Hopefully the Union side will improve for the Lions series. What's your thinking? Well, we're starting to get a few more fans out of games, which is good to see for Super Rugby. I'm a big Wallabies fan, man. One of very few in this country. But yeah, would love to see Rugby Union get back onto the big time stage. It's funny because like Australia doesn't perform on the big stage, but yet we still we're still the third best when it comes to, you know, how many trophies we have. We have 2, New Zealand 3, South Africa 4. It would be crazy if Australia won a World Cup again before New Zealand did, to tie New Zealand, considering how poor we've been overall for the last like 30 odd years, 25 odd years. Smell a certain number. Well, you can say it's 30, Brocky. You can say a 50 bomb. The thrifty 30 has been hit. Can you do a live stream or channel from a market or somewhere interesting? Would that work? It would work. Yeah, it would work. Yeah, we could probably do that. I want to get a few videos out first, but yeah, we could definitely do that. All right, so Manly now, 4th tackle at the 40. I wonder if Ricky Stewart gave an uppercut at half time. It'd be crazy if Aussie could win a Bledisloe. Yeah, no, I actually, fun fact, want to win that more than the World Cup. I want to win a Bledisloe first. Because honestly, that's probably more meaningful to us right now. Like, a World Cup would be incredible, but we host the World Cup in 2027. In 2 years, the World Cup is coming back to Australia. Olivia, I don't think he said, Olivia, what do you think? Would it be crazy if Aussie win a Bledisloe? No. Didn't ask that. He just said it would be crazy if Australia could win a Bledisloe. And it would be, but God help the Kiwis, man. Because the Australians would just give it to them. It's like they can talk about the 25 plus years. That's a penalty to the Raiders. They need that early. You guys can talk about the 25 plus years, whatever, or 23 years now, is it? 24? Something about 23, 24 years since Australia last won the Bledisloe. You can talk about that all you like, but you're only as good as your last one. Jared says, it is crazy with the spread of the NRL. I have a mate on Discord from Scotland and he supports the Storm. Yeah, fair enough. Of course it's the Storm. Of course it's the Storm. We both know it's going to be next year. Yeah, no, next year is probably the one that we do win it, Lucas. No, we agree. I'd say even this year and next year, maybe. Maybe this year, next year, and the year after that could be a play for the Wallabies. Big play, massive play. It's funny because New Zealand have been beatable for the last couple of years, but Australia just haven't been able to get over the line. All right, so Tom Starling off to Horsburgh. Horsburgh at the back. Good pass to Fogarty. And then Fogarty will be taken down to the 10. Two guys that really cost the Raiders bad in that first half. Tom Starling to Corey Horsburgh. And Horsburgh is 4 metres away. Yeah, but, you know, ever is a long time, man. So when it does happen, it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you. Because for us, we're just used to losing at this point. But when we win, it's like when the Warriors are used to losing, so it's not too bad when they actually do lose. But when they win, God help everybody in the NRL, man, I'm telling you. Luke Brooks catches it, but he'll go in goal, so it'll be a drop out here from Manly to Raiders. Let's see if Manly have the ability to kick on with it and not get complacent, which we've seen from a couple of teams so far this season. He supports all the Melbourne teams for any sport. Well, there's about 9 of them in AFL. Carlton, North Melbourne, Richmond. You can add Geelong, but Geelong's not. That short kick is not going to do it. So the Raiders will get the ball here at the 20. Yeah, Demons. St Kilda. Anyway, there's plenty. There's like 9 of them. All right, Corey Horsburgh gets away from Bullimore. Horsburgh 5 away, 3 away now. Warriors win the comp and Kiwis win the Rugby League World Cup same season would drive Australians insane. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. Because the Kiwis would just never... And the Bledisloe the same year, the Kiwis would never let that live that down. South Melbourne Swans. Out to Fogarty. Fogarty steps. It was actually not a bad step, but it was a good defense down the end by Aloye. Tom Starling. Short ball. Oh, Nicholson so close. 1 metre out. Fit tackle. Tom Starling, Jamal Fogarty, he kicks that ball through, and that's an easy one. Really poor kick there from Fogarty. But the thing is, Lucas, we just know that's not happening. It's more likely that the Titans win the comp and the Wallabies win the World Cup and Bledisloe in the same year than the Warriors winning the comp and Kiwis winning the Rugby League World Cup. Fitzroy Alliance. That's what's good about the Gold Coast, I guess. At least they can say that they're not like a Melbourne spin-off. Like, they are just genuinely their own team. Garrett gets it off into Luke Brooks. Surprised they've scored 30 and Olakau'atu hasn't scored. All right, so Manly, fit tackle at 30. Haven't really kind of come out of the gates firing after that first half. We lost this game last year after being up 20-0. Surely it couldn't. That's what was said before. Someone said this before in the chat. I don't think that the Raiders have it in them to come back from 30-0 down. Also, if they were to come back from 30-0 down, it would be the biggest scoreline, biggest comeback ever since a game that we don't mention here on the channel. But this would be the biggest comeback in history. So I don't think it happens. I could see the Raiders giving it a bit of a go to get back into it, but I don't think that they can win the game from here. Titans can have the prelim and Warriors win the comp. No, I don't know. What? No. I don't accept your trade offer. We haven't lost the Warriors in a while, actually. When was the last time we lost the Warriors? It's been a while. That's forward. That's a knock on and forward. So, Manly ball at 30. Geez, it would actually be... Because we didn't lose them last year. We won both games last year. 27-24 and 66-6. And then the year before that, I think we only played the Warriors once at Seavas, didn't we? We won? I can't remember. It might be 2021 the last time we lost the Warriors. But no, I'm wrong. 2023, they won that game, but we nearly won it. It was when we had Moaki Fotuaika was sent off at Seavas, and like 20 minutes in, and then we were down 16-4 at the 50-minute mark, and we brought it back to 16-16 at the 75th minute mark, and then we just got tired, and they ran in 2 tries late. So there was that game. But outside of that, I think we've won every game since 2021 or something. And penalty, Melly. 2020, yeah, Jared, I remember. That's what I was saying just then. We have a good record against the Warriors in recent years. It's funny because the Warriors, we would never be able to beat them from 2011. After we beat you guys in the semi-final in 2010, which is our only finals win ever, we actually didn't. I think we won maybe 1 or 2 games in total across the entirety of the 2010s against the Warriors. All right, so Manly now at the 33. They score here. It will be a cricket score. 6 again to Manly. Cherry Evans off to Aloye. 28 metres away here from the line. Out to Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans to Luke Brooks. Luke Brooks to Olakawatu. Olakawatu, strong run to the 15. Second tackle. Get him the ball. He'll score. Get him the ball. He'll score. Brooks out to Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans gets it across here to Luke Brooks. They go out to the left. They go out underneath. Oh, it's a good crunching tackle there. Great defense. Simi Sasangi with the hit. Don't start me, Lucas. Just nab me, man. 4 tackle, 8 metres out. Simpkin, Cherry Evans. Kicks it through here. Ruben Garrick. Try time. Raiders, you're going to get pumped. You're going to get pumped now. Hey, you're going to get pumped now, son. Dear me. 34-0 here with a kick to come. And Canberra, they threw all that good work out the window, man. They really did. They threw all that really amazing work out the window, dude. It was amazing. So 34-0 here with a kick to come. 30 minutes to go of the game. Hit that like button, subscribe. At least the last game was close. This one, not so much. Not so much. Red Knight says, is Garrett going to let someone else try? How many tries has he got in this game? Like 3 already? He's got 1, 2. Yeah, that's his 3rd. So Bullimore's still got 2. Dude, look at that, though. No tries for the first 20 minutes, and then 22, 27, 29, 32, 37. 5 tries in 15 minutes. That's a lot. 5 tries in 15 minutes is crazy work. Sorry for your loss, Viking Queen. He's still around, Jay. Still around. Still a member. It's crazy, though. In that poll, the poll still has 56% to Manly. I would have thought that it'd be higher than 56%. Oh, he's missed a kick. Damn, game on. Game on. TJ Tower says, I'm expecting Ricky Shaw to be fined $10,000 maybe. Why? Why? There was only one bad call that I've seen in this game. Aside of that, like, it's not the referees that have cost the Raiders. Why is Ricky going to get fined for? Because that would be only for complaining about the referees. And there's only one valid call, Hillbilly Muddabish, that Ricky could complain about. But it's not the referee's fault the Raiders have lost this. So Manly will kick this ball down to... Sorry, Manly will get the ball to Cherry Evans, and then Josh Aloye gets it out to the 15. Jeez, big hit there. I wonder if they can hit a 60 slammer. Mr. Titans game yesterday, saw they won. How'd you feel compared to the Bulldogs? Much better. Still a lot of errors, but much better. And I suppose this will kick Raiders out of the 8 and Manly up to their spot. Oh, really? It puts them out of the 8. Oh, so that will put the... So does that keep the Titans in the 8 then? Yeah, if they keep going on with this, then Manly do switch with them and the Titans stay in the 8 for round 3. Beautiful. Francis says Ricky Shaw be filthy with the scoreline. Absolutely, considering it was 0-0 after 20 minutes. That horse for a sin bin is what ruined the game for the Raiders. All right, up it goes there. They kick this ball down to the corner. Knock on Raiders. Oh, no. Manly 5 metres out. This is a bloodbath, dude. 6 again. They're 5 away. I said Olakawatu to score, so I'm just going to say that he's... Oh, Garrick might score again. Oh, my gosh. Oh, dude, that's his 4th try. Oh, no. Okay, well, Garrick's now scored 4 tries. That was awful defense. It's 38-0 with a kick to come. I feel like the Rays always lose in milestone games. I don't know about the milestone in this one. All I know is that they were up for it until they weren't, and now they couldn't be further away from it. Just put 50 on them already. Well, if you're a member, for anyone who's a member, it's only $5 a month to be a member. You will get the 50 Bomb GIF in 12 points time. Because there's no way Manly don't score at least another 2 tries. At least. Jeez. Bulldogs 2nd, Tigers 3rd, Titans 7th. What a time to be alive. We're 7th? No, we're 8th. No, because Manly would go above with their points differential. Oh, yeah, I will update the ladder. I will update the ladder while there's this try happening. Save. Oh, there's a Manly man! Hey! Manly! Manly! There he is. That's the guy. We've been waiting for him. We always wait for his chant. Manly! Manly! Do Canberra even look like getting any points? The answer is no right now. They actually scored first, but it was classed as a no try. Fun fact. They actually score first. So that swings back, and Meli, 40-0, 40-0 point. It is a freaking 40, and Mitchell slap. There's one person I don't like that you've just given that to, Mitchell. But outside of that, appreciate you for the 10 gifted memberships, man. That is awesome. Get around it. So Brocky Sports, Laboya TD, Greg Martin, Trevor Chapman, Lockie's Rugby League, Aaron Brashino, Giovanni Patello, Justin Tarkowski, and Colin McEwen all gifted memberships. Get around it. Get around it. Yeah, there's a chance of a duck, but yeah, appreciate you, Mitchell. There's a chance of the duck. There is a chance of the fitted bum, the 60 Shalema. When was it Adokar record? Adokar scored today and celebrated. Did keep his team in the game, and they had a chance to win. Yeah, Mitchell. That's what I'm talking about. There is the potential to duck. Canberra should try for a field goal, get the points rolling. It's a good opportunity. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. But the thing is, Mitchell, is that it proves that the guy's still subscribed regardless. So 4th tack went up to 40. Adam Smarts, what a game. The NRL's Raiders smash Warriors. Warriors smash Manly. Manly smash Raiders. Yep. Amoli Olakawatu with a good run here. He'll get that ball off to Jason Saab. And Saab will push off Ethan Strange, and it'll be 45 metres out now. What happened there? All right, now it's going to be Canberra ball at the 15, but they will get that 1K a weeks. Here comes a fitty. You'd expect so. Adokar scored 6 points in a game against someone. Oh, 6 tries in a game. Yeah. That was a few years back. Was that against the Dogs? Daz, was that against the Dogs, or am I off it? Josh Adokar. Oh, Rabbitohs maybe. I think it might have been the Rabbits. I think it was 6 tries, Josh Adokar versus the Rabbits. Rabbits, let us know when the Raiders turn up to the stadium. Still waiting. It might be a while. So, pull up a seat, and that's 4 pass, and that's a 4 pass from dummy half. Yeah, it was the Rabbits. Thank you, Mitchell. Andrew says, hello, Blaze. Hello, Andrew. How are we doing on this fine day? You going all right, mate? You going all right, champion? At least you're not a Canberra fan, but you are still on 17th. That was against South. Thank you very much. Hey, listen, I got it right. I turned it from Bulldogs into South. Should be grateful. Should be grateful. 2nd tackle at 13. So coming out of their own 20 here. Man, considering the first 20 minutes. The first 20 minutes of this game was awesome to watch, dude. It was actually really fun. Because the Raiders were just holding them out. And then just that Corey Horsburgh getting binned, lost just completely through it. Corey Horsburgh did just show up, just wearing the wrong jersey, though. Yeah, no, he is out there for Manly right now. I don't even know what that comment was, but fit tackle now for Manly at the 40. Luke Brooks is going to kick this one into the quarter. 40-20 attempt. 40-20. 40-20. Oh, it stays in just. Savvy Savage gets it. I don't even know what that was, Joe. Tyler says hi too, and I'm going good at Maccas. Yeah, you need the Maccas right now, man, after what we saw today. You had the chance to win. The Eels had every opportunity to win that game, which is even more disappointing that they had the chance and they don't win. And then now they play Manly next week, and Manly are absolutely annihilating the Raiders harder than old mate and his Molly Dixon. So Canberra now at the 48. Piastri took the Chinese F1. Well, there you go. Big Red at the start of the season so good too. And this is what I said, Lucas, at the start. Corey Horsburgh has the ability to be one of the best forwards in the game. The ability he has is insane. But his emotions and his attitude is just so shit. Truly. If he could control his emotions and had a decent enough attitude about him, he'd be one of the best forwards in the game. In terms of NRL, Adokar scored 6 tries against South Sydney. Yeah. We figured that out. Oh, he scored 8 tries. There was someone who scored 8 tries, but that was in the 30s. Yeah, that probably would have been a rabbit of some sort. But we don't really count that. Like, sure, for the time, yeah, but comparatively, we don't really count that too heavily. 4 tackle now for Manly, and they're at the 13. And now they'll be at the 23. Fit tackle. Even Jason Saab hasn't scored tonight. This has all been the same players. Ruben Garrick and Ethan Bullimore. It's a good kick there from Cherry Evans. Goes down to the 20, considering where he was. And now they'll be at the 40. Can the Raiders even score? Surely Manly get to 50, though. Just remember back to the 20th minute mark, though. Sebastian Chris scoring. This game has gone completely the opposite direction. Raiders just playing the long game. They'll pull it back in the 90th minute. Yeah, just without the pull it back mark. Just without the pull it back part. And Horsburgh nearly drops it. Arguably forward, but it'll be fine. Oh, boy. Well, it was fun until it wasn't. It's fun until it wasn't. It's been a great showing by Manly, though. And Smart, how many points Manly need to jump the Sharks? So 40 extra. They are plus 10, so they'll be plus 50. They will go into third. Manly will go into third above the Tigers. As long as they hold this out, they will go into third. Is it Sunday morning? No, it's... I'm 5.5 hours behind Muppetville. I'm 4.5 hours behind Queensland time. It's 2:12 p.m. Manly's bathrooms are the place to be right now. Manly's bathrooms. Oh, dude. The stories that have come out of Manly over the years. Or I hope the Raiders do actually get at least a few points on the board. I don't even know if they deserve it. Manly deserve this scoreline. They have been just the dominant team. Luke Brooks off the bench of Boyvich, and they'll be at the 42. Manly should send Turbo to the Warriors since they're clearly better without him. Definitely not better usually without him, but today they've been good. And that will go over the sidelines. It'll be Raiders ball at the 38. They said they went out full. Huh? Usually they're not better. Like 40-0 is really impressive considering there was no Trbojevic. Do Raiders win against the Cows next week? Yeah, I'll tip the Raiders. I'll tip the Raiders, yeah. Is it in Canberra or is it in North Queensland? Surely repeated the 2008 Grand Final this year. I've probably got Storm Sharks. I know Sharks haven't been overwhelmingly awesome to start the season, but they're still 2 from 3 and gave it a red-hot crack against the Panthers. If Ashley Klein wasn't necessarily involved, it might have gone a different way. So I've still got the Sharks there. I don't think that Manly are a Grand Final team, but I did say in my predictions video that I could see them making the Grand Final. I'd say there's a world where they are absolutely primed and going to win it. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. But the comp is quite open right now. I wouldn't say the Storm are guaranteed. I definitely wouldn't say the Panthers are guaranteed at all. Neither the Sharks. There's a few teams that are still a bit on fraud watch. So 4 tackles, 25 for the Raiders. Can they score 1? 6 again here. Sharks did well yesterday against the Bunnies. In the first half, sure. Second half, not so much. And the Bunnies aren't that great this year, but they're fine, but they're not that fantastic. Well, the Sharks were up like 26-0 or something in that game at one point, and then they just clocked off. Let's have this sink in. We have the West Tigers top 4, the Panthers out of the 8, North Melbourne in the 8. Oh, did North Melbourne win today, did they? They beat the D's. North Melbourne in the 8. Dear me, now we're talking. Manly knock it back. That's going to be a knock-on against Manly. How much do they win by against the D's? How much do they win by? He'll be looking forward to the next 2 weeks at home. Parra into Storm without crossing a bridge. The Storm game will be an interesting one for you, but Parra should be. Oh, they pumped the D's, did they? Dear me. Dear me. AFL doesn't exist this week because Geelong's game wasn't great. So we pretend the AFL didn't exist. What sort of atrocity have I just opened up to? Yeah, it's not great. Wow! North Melbourne by 59 points. 125 to 66. That's a crazy scoreline. North Melbourne don't usually win by 1, let alone 60. That would have been paying a mozza. Would have been paying a lot for that. So Raiders here, 5 out. Unfortunately, this game is well and truly dusted already. Looking forward to all the media talking about the Battle of Brookie for the millionth time. Yeah, but I love the Battle of Brookie. I still enjoy that as one of my favourite rivalries. It's better than the Broncos-Cowboys rivalry at the moment, that's for sure. Raiders, 2 metres away from the line, 4th tackle. Horsburgh, short ball. They can't get it. 5th tackle, about 2 metres short. About 2 metres short. Short ball again. It's 5th tackle. They get it out the back into Fogarty. He'll kick the ball over the top. Nice kick. Smashing Chris. Try time. That was actually really nice. That was really nice. So Fogarty kicks it over the top. It'll be 40-4 with the kick to come. And they play the Viking horn. So at least they will get some form of points. And it was actually quite nice. That kick is really perfect because the Manly line were quite well up on the comeback. Your comeback's on, mate. They only need 36 more points to tie it up in 16 and a half minutes. Bucks is what happened. Corey Horsburgh getting binned killed Manly because then they went and scored like... So Raiders scored first and they were up 4-0, but then they got taken back because Corey Horsburgh gave away a penalty for an obstruction. And then on that penalty set, Horsburgh then got himself sin-binned. And then the Manly Seagulls from the 22nd minute went bang, bang, bang. The third try was controversial. It was very controversial. Hillbilly and I were throwing punches at each other in the chat. And then there was a headbutt involved as well. And then Manly just went on with it from there. Jamal Fogarty was lazy trying to get to a ball, and Manly had an easy try. It was been a really disappointing effort here from the Raiders after the 20th minute. Last try wins. I wouldn't be so confident Manly don't score again here, Seb. Only 10 more point, Canberra. 36. Why only 10 more points? What are you looking for? Oh, so then Manly doesn't go above the Tigers. Okay. Giving up for the Bulls for the season. Streaming-wise, yeah, man, it's been too hectic. Hopefully I can get back into it next year. But how good was Josh Giddey today, though? Josh Giddey was incredible today. Jamal Fogarty hits the ball through the goalpost, and it needs 40-6 with 15 minutes to go in the game. Think about to end the week wouldn't hurt. Well, Manly haven't scored in like 15 minutes now. Hey, gee whiz, have a look at him. Have a look at him. Have a word to yourself. He's a Wildcats fan. No, thank you. No, thank you. 16 minutes left here. Here the Dragons are chasing a what will be 37-year-old DC for next season. DC is not leaving Manly. There's been people commenting in Titans group saying, oh, let's get DCE to the Titans. Fuck off. How about that? How about that? And if you don't know my reason for saying that, you're too young. You're too young. Raiders, Trey Mooney gets a good run going to the 20. I think if you're a Raiders fan, you just have to really focus in on that opening 20-minute stanza, which was good. But outside of that, there is not a single positive I can say after the 20th minute. Third tackle at the 40. Jamal Fogarty. K Weeks. At the 54 tackle. Too young to remember that DC backflip. Yep. DC cheeky switchback. It just would never happen. Titans would never do that. Oh, good run by the Raiders until they knock it on. Until they knock it on, it was a great run from the Raiders. There's no way you're challenging this. I just heard, oh, they're challenging this. They actually are. Challenging what, though? I wouldn't even say after the first 15, to be honest. No, well, there was no tries in the first 20, and then the Raiders scored in the 20th minute before Horsburgh got called for the penalty. So I'd say the first 20 for sure. It's just that outside of that first 20, that they were awful. It was a good face palm there from Hudson Young, but he definitely loses the ball there, and then Saab is going to touch it at some point here. It's definitely a knock-on. It's definitely a knock-on. Yep, double knock-on. So it's going to be Mele Ball. Mele Ball. Let's get Olakau'atu to a try. Get him in. Ricky Stewart, you can tell he's so unhappy right now. You can tell he is livid, but he's just trying his best to keep his composure. All right, 14 minutes left now. Bucks come Manly. Well, they're up 40-6, man. I think they're all right. Oh, it's the Tigers fans who keep wanting Manly to win because they don't want to be down to 4th or whatever it is. Ben Trebojevic here to the 45. We're all looking for the Fitty Bomb right now. We're all looking for the Fitty Bomb. No, because Manly scored immediately after that no try. Taniela Pasek, 35 metres out. Sticky having a fit inside. Sticky is having a fit inside. He's just trying his best not to show it. That's a penalty. Manly, take the quick tap. Don't go for the 2. You do that, that's a cat way. That's cat behaviour if they go for the 2. Just go for the try. Has the PNG team been officially confirmed to join the NRL, or are they still deciding? I think they are. I think 2027, isn't it? Maybe. All right, Manly. Here we go. Can they get a Fitty Bomb? 2 tries away. 2028. Thank you, Buck. But it's confirmed. It's not pretty-certain. It is. That's a penalty. No, it's a knock-on. Sorry. That's a knock-on. Oh, yeah. Trey Mooney. All smiles, bro. You're down 40-6. They're going to challenge this here, Manly. I do want the Fitty Bomb to have 3 Fitty Bombs in the first 3 rounds would be insane. Wouldn't be too insane. We've seen it before. Maybe not. No, but 3 is quite a lot, actually. Oh, yeah. He will put his hand on it. It will be a penalty, Manly. Challenge successful. All right, so penalty to Manly. They'll be 10 metres out. Just keep on rocking it, son. We want to see the Fitted Bomb. We want to see that Fitted Bomber. All right, Simpkin off to Luke Brooks, Ben Trebojevic. 5 metres away. I said Olakau'atu to score, so you better score right now, Olakau'atu. Only 10 field goals away, Manly. Only 10 field goals away. Here we go. Here's Big Ola. Big Ola. Big Ola. Oh, taking that to the 7. Just looking out for you. Couldn't let you suffer. Oh, in regards to the Fitty Bomb. A bit of a cramp there for Olakau'atu. He'll be right. And it's a 6 again as well. Oh, they've actually caught a penalty, so it's going to be Manly ball here at the 10. Damn, Olakau'atu has almost run for 200 metres. To be fair, he made that huge breakaway. All right, Manly 10 metres away here from the line. Yeah, it's just a bit of a cramp there for Molly. Out to Luke Brooks, underneath again to Corler. 5 metres out, second tackle. You can't blue ball the Fitty Bomb. There's no way. Considering that they were up by this margin like 15 minutes ago, you can't blue ball the Fitty Bomb. All right, Simpkin, Sherry Evans. That was nothing there, so 9 minutes away. Hillbilly says, if you actually believe your team is in with a chance of doing something you do not care about for and against in round 3. Correct. But you just let them have it, man. And they know. They know. But of course, when you're a team like Tigers or Titans and stuff like that, you celebrate everything you can, man. So, but I understand what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. This is going to be another dropout. Yep. Dropout there. Give the people what they want, Melly. If they blue ball us, I blame Hillbilly. Correct, Olivia. It is Hillbilly's fault. It would be. It would be Hillbilly's fault. What about a try assist too, but no one wants to pass their wingers anymore? And that is a common trend across the game at the moment. Like, the wingers aren't getting the ball. That left hand's looking a lot better today, chat. You need help. That's what you need. You need a lot of help. You need some serious help. 10 minutes to go. Use your left hand. Hit the like button. That will go 10. That will go 10, but Manly just get it. How many tries in the first half till now? Not too much in the second half. Most of the tries came in the first. Ethan Bollamore for his hat trick. Second tackle, 10 out. DC gets better every year. Yeah, DC does. He does age like fine wine. He's very good. Out to Jake Trbojevic, and they're going to be 5 metres away now. Third tackle. We want that fitty bum, Manly. We demand the fitty bum. We need that fitty bum. Taniela Baseca. 3 out. Would I be happy if the top 8 end like this? Absolutely, because the Titans are in the 8, so yes. Yeah. Sherry Evans out to Luke Brooks. He'll kick that ball across here for Garrick for 5. No, but it's going to be another drop out from the Raiders to Melly. Hey, you are the ones that want to take 6 points off us. And we would be correct, Hillbilly. And we would be correct. If Manly don't sign DC, who does? No one signs DC besides Manly. He will say it. He will say it, Manly. It's all media bullshit, dude. He'll say it, Manly. There's no way he tarnishes his one club career. That's not going 10. That went a grand total of 3 metres. Gary says, first time watching, listening to you from England, mate. My youngest son is at the game. Great fun and some excellent comments. Have a great day all. Cannot wait for my trip to Oz. Come on, Manly. Appreciate that, man. It's always very passionate here. And as you can see, we go and we have, a good, solid footy arguments, and then we go back to having a normal chat. We commentate the game. Obviously, this hasn't been the greatest game in the end because it's been a blowout, but we're here for every game, man. So appreciate you for tuning in, and we'll be live all week next week. I'll be in Agra, or Agra, I think it's called. All right, Sherry Evans now gives it off into Jake Trbojevic, who's 3 metres away from the line. Second tackle, Simpkin, Sherry Evans, short ball. That should be Tricola. Wow, how have they stopped that? DC off to the Eels for a year. Mate, that is not happening. That would be just awful to see. That's a knock on Raiders. So 6 again for Manly. Oh, you'd have to be tired, dude. You'd have to be tired. How do I do in tipping? So I don't tip. The only tipping I'd go off is what I say here before a game starts. So, based off of this week, last week I had a good week. I did tip the Storm, but I said the Panthers would be up for it. I tipped the Roosters over the Wires. I did think the Roosters would do well, so I'd be 1-2. Tipped the Bronx, but I said the Cowboys would be up for it. So 2-1, Sharks for sure. 3-1. Dolphins, Tigers. I can't even remember who I did tip there. I didn't stream that, so I can't really go off of anything. Olakawatu, 3 metres away from the line. Tip the Titans, tip the Dogs, and did I tip Manly or the Raiders? I can't remember. So Manly out to the left corner. I think he's held up. Maybe he scored. I think he's held up. Panthers on the top 8. Wow, what a shocker. Mate, Titans are in the 8. That's all that counts. That's not even fake. That's real. That is real ladder positioning, lads. How good. Manly are going to blue ball the living shit out of us, by the way, guys. Roosters would have to put a checky play at DC, surely. Sure, yes, but they're not going to get him. But yeah, sure, he will. They will. I think this is held up. You can't get 30 in the first half and not get 50. You can't. It's disgraceful. It really is. It's disgraceful. They're at like 40 with like 25 minutes to go. And they're not going to get a fitted bump. Unless they score here, but I don't think he does. You went with the upset and tipped the Rays last minute. No. Last minute means that originally I was tipping Manly, so I'd say Manly. You tipped the Durs, but I'll forgive you. After today, your forgiveness does not matter. But my reasoning was there. It's just after the 20th minute, the reasoning capitulated, and I blame that Muddabish, Corey Horsburgh. Will Jones said Nathan Cleary doesn't play against the Rabbitohs. Will they get the upset? I'm tipping the Panthers. He said no try. You can't prove to me it's a try. Yeah, based on the on-field, it's no try. Against the spirit of the game, to not get Feddy here. Manly should get penalised. Manly should seriously get penalised. They should have points deducted from their NRL ladder for not hitting Feddy. We should be deducting points from Manly's total this year for not hitting Feddy. Edwards out, Cleary out, Laurie out. Yeah, I'm still tipping Panthers. All right, Homolio Kawati's on the bench. So is Jason Saab. Manly, 10 metres away, third tackle. Can Manly get a fit bomber? Sherry Evans underneath to Ethan Bullimore. He's got 2 tries. You'd never expect Bullimore for 3, but he might get it. This is way worse than us in 2010. What? I don't even know what that means. Aloye, 3 metres away. That's a Cherry Evans. That's a great pass. That's a knock-on. Expulsion from the comp of Manly Blue Ball. Mate, we should relegate him. I reckon we relegate him. I feel a bit drained being a shitface today. It's been a tiring one. It's been a big one, man. But, this is the way the grumbles over your champion 6 minutes ago. I wish this team would stop getting my hopes up. Start off flogging the Cowboys, get flogged, and then having our best player out and versing an informed team and then flog them. So basically, Brookie equals win. I know I just think the Manly are a better team overall, but they're still inconsistent. Put them in the Q Cup. Yeah, not even in the New South Wales Cup. Just put them in the Q Cup. Rays are going to score here. Rays are actually going to score. Hudson Young. Good chase by Ruben Garrick, and it's actually a knock-on Raiders. So it's Manly ball at 15. Look at Riggy. Riggy, how we doing, big boy? How we doing, Ricky? Riggy, son. Ricky. Not a happy chappy. That's a good run there from KO Weeks, and unfortunately Hudson Young just gets caught by Ruben Garrick and then loses the ball directly into Manly. Forget salary cap breaches. This is the worst thing you can do. What? White Raymond from the Eels game was supporting the Bulldogs. The Eels were their own worst enemies. There's no way you could blame the referee for the Eels losing that game. They're their own worst enemies, dude. Father Garrick is unstoppable. See, what did I tell you guys before? Manly fans hate this man when he's in centre, and then today he's had a good game, so now they all love him. Manly fans usually hate him when he's playing in centre. Hate. And now he has a good game, and now they're all going to circle jerk him for a week until he has a bad game again. I think Garrick's a good player, man. When's Trell back? I actually don't even know. When is Latrell back for the Rabbitohs? Someone in the chat's gonna know. Fox is back and better. I definitely don't think the Fox is better. We'll see how Fox plays, but I wouldn't say that was better. Fox hasn't been the same since his Melbourne Storm days. Round 5. Oh. I wonder if they keep Dry Gray fullback or they put Trell. I think they'll probably put Trell back to the fullback. But Dry Gray still has to be in the team somewhere. 100%. Garrett can't defend but can turn on any time. Still better on the wing. Kick the ball over to Garrick. Flicks it back. That was really nice, but it will be vid tackle at 10. It's going to be Ray's ball. Nice play there from Garrick, though. Trell doing sessions with Helen. Get around Helen. He ain't coming back even if there is a fire. That's what he said. That is something that he probably would say. This 4 minutes is taking so long. This 4 minutes is taking forever. This game has been over since the 30th minute. But we have survived. It's a good performance from Manly. It's a good performance. Should be 40. It should be 34-6, but obviously it is 40-6. 3.5 minutes left yet. They will blue ball us. It's disgraceful. It really is. They don't even get close. They stayed at 40. They didn't even get one more try to make it close. Now to Jamal Fogarty. Fogarty across here. And that's going to be fifth tackle now at the 40. 35. 3 minutes to go here. Obviously, you're going to the T. What's the T? Mr. T? Am I going to Mr. T? And that's going to be... That's a contest, though, Hillbilly. It's fine. That was a contest. It's fine. No, there shouldn't be a penalty. That was a contest. It's a contest. It's fine. Try grab fullback, try mid and centers. They're not going to do it. Blitzer says, and they know what they're doing, but they still don't realise what they've done to us. This is an ultimate blue ball. So they're challenging this. Olivia says, Hillbilly, I can't believe you've done this to us. It's correct. Exactly right, Olivia. It is Hillbilly's fault. Hillbilly, Anthony Milford. I tell you what. So it is a captain's challenge. So they're just making us sit here and watch this for just that little bit longer. Okay. Garrick's a hard worker and shows continual improvement. Whenever he's tasked a new role, the only knock on him from so-called fans is defense, but he is the scapegoat for our right edge. Yep, well that happens at every team. Every team has a scapegoat. I think our scapegoat this year is going to be Jaden Campbell. Everyone's going to look at JC as the scapegoat for the Titans. So it's going to be a penalty to Manly here. It was a contest, so as Hillbilly would say, so shouldn't have been. No, penalty to Raiders, sorry. It was a contest, shouldn't have been. Broncos is Reece Walsh. That's absolutely their scapegoat. Josh Papali'i. They're going to score a try. Hudson Young. They're going to score a try. Hudson Young with 2:20 to go. It's a 30-point game, 40-10. Taj Mahal and Agra. I mean, I got fat fingers when typing my bad. Yeah, I'll be in Agra on Friday. No, Thursday. I'm going to start tomorrow. Stay there for 2 nights, and then I'm on an overnight train on Wednesday night. Warriors scapegoats Pompey on socials. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I think you'd probably be looking... Yeah, Pompey is probably the one. For the Knights, it's going to be Jack Colgar. Jack Colgar's been getting ripped this year. For the Raiders, geez, it might just be Ricky. It might just be Ricky himself. Tigers are going to be a surprise package. They haven't proven anything yet. They beat the Dolphins, they lost to the Knights, and they beat the Eels. Dolphins and Eels aren't exactly right home about. So let me see them play against a good team, and then I'll agree with you. Until then, not so much. So the same thing goes with my Titans too. Like, Titans haven't proven anything yet either. You need to check the replay when you're less emotional. You and I both know, I'm still waiting for you to respond. If his arms are down here, how is he contesting for the ball? I'm asking the question. I mean, it's a simple answer. It's a simple answer. If his arms are down here, how is he catching the ball? How is the contest? I'm not the one looking at it through a biased lens, man. I don't care who wins this game. Lord Zachary says, oh, no, we don't care about that guy. Will James says, well, if that was Tigers in 2022, they would have lost that game against the Dolphins. Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree with that at all. It's just I need to see it again. You know, we need to see it more. We need to see it more. But I don't disagree with you at all, Will James. But that doesn't mean that they're a world beater just because they didn't lose a game to the Dolphins. Fingers up means, oh my god, no, you're gone. You're past the point. You're past the point. Third tail, I actually can't believe we're 60 minutes later and you're still trying to defend it. I actually can't believe it. I feel like you have to be trolling at this point. You've got to be trolling at this point. So Raiders next 5, the Cowboys, Sharks, Eels, Titans, and Dolphins. Olivia, I wouldn't even be biting back to it, to be fair. I reckon he's trolling at this point. I don't think he's serious at this point. Raiders break away again here. They kick the ball over the top. This might actually be a try. They might actually score. Oh, the ball bounced a little bit too much. So 40-12. Should be the final score. Maybe he was contesting with his head looking for a foul. This is why everyone hates Manly. No, everyone hated Manly because of the silver towels. I don't think people hate Manly that much nowadays. I don't think there's a serious hate like there once was for him. There used to be some serious hate. How much will they offer him? Who? Some of your takes are wild, James. No, the Rays' first 2 games was not a fluke. Some of your takes are wild, man. You're very immediate in your reaction. For 20 minutes here, the Rays were fantastic. They fell apart, but it is what it is. There's no way that you can. There's no one who's watched the first 3 games and saying the Rays had fluked the first 2 games. The Rays were great in the first 2 games. I'll follow the Raiders. Well, then you don't even know your own team because the Raiders were great in the first 2 games. I was in Vegas. I watched them play there. They were fantastic, and then they were fantastic against the Broncos. So, no, I disagree. And that's from a non-biased opinion because I don't care where the Raiders come, but I think they've done well. But all right. There we go, guys. The final score 40-12. Manly get a win. Manly. Lachlan Calvin, Mitchell's doctor. All right, guys, we're jumping off here for now. That is the end of the round. So Manly will go up into 2nd position, I believe, because they win by what, 30 points? So they go from +10 to +40. They will go into 2nd position. Above the Dogs there. And the Titans will stay in the 8. We love it. We love it. Watch the press conference. Nah, I'm all good. I'm tired, bro. And I still got to get over this sickness. But I appreciate you guys. Thumbs up, subscribe. We're live for every game next week as well. I'll try and get a tipping video out this week. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Hillbilly's a Muppet. See ya. Can't contest the ball when your hands are down by the ground, mate. Can't contest the ball when